All right, nation, let's get into the details of everything with the Dallas Cowboys heading in to the fourth game of the year, and we play against a mighty team that's 3-0 right now. And I know the teams that they played, combined record is now 0-9, something like that, some crazy number. But they are, as relates to from the stats aspect, they are the number one defense in the NFL based off the first three games.
Oh, no.
The number one defense in the NFL, so let's not sneeze at that. Eighth overall as relates to like just team grade from Pro Football Focus, and they are the 14th ranked offense in the NFL at this point. So when you ranked 14th overall in offense and then you're number one in defense overall collectively speaking, that is nothing to sneeze at. They will be without their first-round draft pick, J.C. Horn. He was injured with a broken foot, I believe, so he would not be there. But they did make an acquisition to get C.J. Henderson, who can argue that the Cowboys should have at least offered something to the Jacksonville Jaguars. But that's neither here nor there. I believe the Cowboys are comfortable with Anthony Brown and Bossman Fat and Nushan Wright down the line. So using draft capital just wasn't something that the Cowboys were willing to do. And also the Panthers will be without CMC. I don't even have to say his name. You guys know who he is. So we will see how all of this thing will work out. They're 3-0. They had the acquisition of acquiring Sam Darnold. The last time he played against the Dallas Cowboys, they came away with the dub. And a lot of people was looking at it like, oh, it's Darnold versus Dak Prescott, and Darnold is a better quarterback, according to a lot of ESPN folks. And that's neither here nor there. But the Jets won in that game, and it was a crazy game. Yep, it was a very crazy one, and I'm not going to go into details of what all happened, but there were certain plays that were not called in a certain way, and there were some blown coverages, and it was just crazy altogether, especially with the way we played in that game altogether. And now we are facing him with the Carolina Panthers, and one can say, well, don't sleep on DJ Moore. Yeah, I mean, so far he's been one of the top receivers in the NFL, quietly speaking, and that is something that we can't wait to see, because now we got a guy that's on a mission. Oh, his name is Trayvon Diggs. Oh my goodness, he's on pace to having 17 interceptions, and we know that he's ready for the challenge. Right? And we got to understand that the way that this team attacks a new offense, this is a new field, and you know, a lot of times people look at it like, hey, this new college style of offense may not work in the pros, and a lot of people was laughing at the Panthers last year. But if you go all the way back and you look at everything from A to Z, I mean, this guy started off pretty fast, and this is going into his second year. Matt Rule, you got to look at it like, hey, maybe he getting his mind set together and understanding the flow and the flavor of the NFL. And we will find out how much of an influence he will have and how much will this thing carry on down the line. But when we talk about defense, them being the number one defense so far, that is nothing to sneeze at. And guess what? The Cowboys, so far in the National Football League, as of week 4, the Cowboys are ranked number 1 in offense, collectively speaking. So now you get to see the battle of the battles of the battles. The number 1 offense versus the number 1 defense. We'll see which one is going to stick. The Cowboys playing at home, coming off of a good win. I tell people all the time, you would like to get into a groove. You would like to get into a situation whereas you look at it like, okay, we on pace now. We got our understandings of what we can do well with offense. We understand what we do well with defense. And so far, let's give a round of applause to our defense. Taking the ball away, we're leading the NFL in takeaways. That goes a long way. Why? Because you give the ball back to an explosive offense. The Cowboys can score at any given time. The Cowboys can flat out put money up real quickly. So all of those things matter. Where are the Dallas Cowboys ranked on defense? We've been banging on the table all offseason. We don't need to be the number one defense. We just have to be top 10. Well, right now we are looking right at number 11 overall in defense. And I like that. I like it. 17th in special teams. We got to improve the special team numbers a little bit. But right in that wheelhouse of special teams, ranked 17th throughout the NFL, that means you're just below average, right? You know, so you got to get at least round 12, 11 as well on the special team to be a major factor in that category. But I look at this team, and we will talk more and more about the Carolina Panthers versus the Cowboys down the line. But there's one guy that I have to bring the spotlight to, and that's Jayron Kearse. Got to bring the spotlight to Jayron Kearse. I don't think that a lot of people are speaking about Jayron Kearse. Why is Jayron Kearse so important? I think his highest tackles within a season, I think it's like 58, 59, give or take. He's already at 21 tackles for the season. He's playing full time out there. He brings the physical size, the variations of speed, effort, tenacity, anticipation, not afraid to come down and field, especially coming off of that foresight. And even when it's cutback responsibility, you see him flying and chasing to the ball, getting back, keeping his pad levels low, squaring up his target and going down there and making the tackle. Just the plain fundamentals. The fundamentals of football is what I like when I pull up the tape on Jayron Kearse, number 27. Just remarkable. Making plays left, right. Whenever we look up and we see, okay, is there a tight end that he's covering? Redirecting, moving out of the way? Yes! Oh, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Jayron Kearse. So this would be a game that the Dallas Cowboys can establish the consistency, playing aggressive. We always talking about stacking good games on top of good games. And this moment right now is how they can get this thing going. Home game. It's going to be at noon. Everybody still will be tuned in to the Dallas Cowboys. Trust me, I believe that this game will still be one of the highest rating games.
He ain't lying.
One of the highest rating games for that weekend. All eyeballs is on the Cowboys, especially coming off of a win. And we ourselves knows the importance of being consistent. So I look at this defense, and I'm feeling that they will get another turnover, takeaway, however you want to call it. Put the ball back into the hands of the offense. I believe that we will see one of those situations. It's not me being braggadocious or anything. Whereas people will see, okay, all right, the Cowboys finally got something consistent going. And my thing is, when you get into a groove and you get that thing going and everybody feel comfortable, you are looking at the offense now, not sitting here saying we're going to stick to only one philosophy. No. You're looking at the offense now. If it's time to pound it with Ezekiel, Elijah, Elliott, they can do that. Oh, when it's time to give the ball to Tony like a flash.
The Flash.
Pollard, they do that. Or when it's time to throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb, they do that at will. So I believe that this team is working on everything, and they are making corrections each and every week, and I like seeing that. Now, Cowboy Nation, post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. Hit that like button, share this content. Let a friend, neighbor, foe know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and beyond. Shout out to Carolina Panthers for being 3-0 at this point. But we coming. We coming. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Let's go. We out. Peace.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?